Israel fights Hamas overseas. Governor Pritzker joined Jewish students at the University of Illinois today to celebrate an organization supporting them on campus. The Illini Chabad dedicated its Center for Jewish Living. Illinois Capitol Bureau Chief Max Cotton shows us.
It may have been a day of celebration, but it started with a prayer and a moment of silence for the events in the back of everyone's mind, the war in Israel.
Being together, honestly, for me, is so meaningful personally. It's been a devastating few weeks for our community.
Despite the devastation and gravity of what's going on in the Middle East, the governor called Thursday's event a celebration of solidarity and progress, adding Jewish students finally have a place on campus they can call home. The organization's student president echoed Pritzker, saying Chabad has given her a place to connect with her religion.
Chabad is special because it exposes each individual to different aspects of Judaism, such as the teachings of the Torah, celebrations of holidays, the culture of family and friends, and so on.
And Pritzker says Chabad's mission is more important than ever as Jews face more hate both on and off campus.
This center will send the message to Jewish students everywhere that you belong here. With anti-Semitism on the rise, both on college campuses and in our communities, I can think of no message more important to send to Jewish students here at U of I and Jewish students throughout the entire United States.
In Springfield, Max Cotton, WGEM News.